So how you guys doing? Yeah, having fun at the, what is this, San Diego? What is this, Comic-Con? I've never, I'm such an idiot. I've never been here before. It's beautiful. Why does the ocean look like coffee? Does it always look like that?
Yes.
Was there a time when it was blue?
No.
No.
Do you remember a time before cars?
Would have to be, right? Dinosaurs and shit. Maybe it was like blue then. But I look out, and I gaze out over it, and I'm like, I would not swim in that. At all. Where do you guys go swimming? You don't? Pools. In my bathtub. That's where I go swimming. Yeah, in the brochures too, it looks great. They Photoshop the hell out of that. On the website, you go to the website, and it's all, yeah. Crystal blue, there's like a dolphin. Jumping. With a tumor on it, the size of a basketball. Come visit, where the fuck are we again? Corpus Christi is intimidating sounding, isn't it? It's like Death Valley. Corpus Christi does not sound like an inviting place to go hang out. But it's lovely, it's on the water. And anyway, this is what happens at like panels, I just ramble. And it's delicious. Who went to the thing last night? That was pretty fun, right? Could you guys hear us okay? Were the acoustics all right? Okay, because I thought we were being a lot funnier than we actually were. It was pretty ridiculous, right? Yeah, I had a good time. I didn't know, I knew Josh Martin could rap, but he really impressed me. That feels very good boy. What's my motherfucking name? Wait,
Fire.
Wait, did I just turn it off? Where's the battery? Battery go? We may have a battery issue. Who does a really good impression? I'm blaming you guys. So as you can tell, I am pretty much just Hanson Jack. There's no acting involved. This is me. Yeah, sorry to ruin the illusion. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of acting involved. A lot of the process. So what were we talking about? Back to the Future, right? That's happening. Hoverboard, which made me think of it. And I don't know, what are you supposed to be, Biff? What did you make like a tree and get out of here? You know that movie had rape in it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, attempted rape. Really kind of brought the mood down, I thought, in that movie. I was like, it was such a fun, feel-good movie. Oh, there was the incest too, which was interesting. Wow, looking back on it, that's a pretty fucked up movie. Super racist. He had the uncle that was in jail. They never explained that. Ripped off Chuck Berry. Crazy shit. Hey, you guys, why don't you guys come on up? Why are you sitting in the back? Come on. I don't bite. This guy does. Right here. Not so much. I'm not allowed to do that anymore. So whose first day is this? At the Rones Con? Yeah, cool. Because you guys have jobs and shit. You weren't here yesterday. Yeah. It's a bit of a madhouse here today. I think it's gonna be pretty nice. So what are you guys? What's going on? Dope. Did you know that? So this is Lupita. She knows. She's working with me. She knows everybody in their cosplay and their dress. I don't know anything half the time, so she just explains who's dressed up. I know that you're Viv but that's it. What? Oh, you're really lovely. It's really nice of you. Thank you. Give me a try. This is a first. This has never happened before. What's the giraffe's name? Mari? I looks like I'm with like Keith. Stop it! Oh my God, this just changed into like one of those weird, I'm getting an M. I'm getting an M. Is there somebody that lost somebody with a Mary? Mary? She wants to know that she forgives you for the pendant. Gotcha. She doesn't forgive you for the pendant. She's pissed. Those guys are awesome. I don't know how to do shit like that. All right. Enough about whatever it is I'm talking about. How are you guys doing? What are you supposed to be? No, it's what are you supposed to be? What are you dressed as? That was the question. Yes, in the mask. You just find them, you just had the mask, you said, I'm gonna put that on today, I'm gonna go. What? Awesome. Nice. Who's got a question? There's no filming. Oh, I guess there's is. I don't. You're way too late for that, yeah. Yes. Tales from the Borderlands. Who's playing Tales from the Borderlands? Second episode? What? Yeah, I'm on the 4th now. When does the 5th one come out? Yeah, I think we're gonna do a live play event at the Alamo Draft House in Texas. Plano? Plano? Yeah, I was talking to David the other day, Claptrap. Yeah, he mentioned something about that, so we'll see. Also, the guy from Telltale mentioned it to me as well, so we'll see. Alamo Draft House, I believe Plano. Yeah, it would make sense, right? They did that last time there, I believe. So your question was, what was my favorite line? That, oh, easy. That was. If you haven't played it, you don't know what I'm doing right now, but it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's the kind of clever, highbrow entertainment you're gonna get from me. Welcome. You're fucking late. Okay, it's gonna be like that, huh? Yeah, I think that was probably the most ridiculous, stupid part of that. Tails, I couldn't really, I'm getting an N. Couldn't really improv too much with that because there's choices that make differences, and then there's things that we said last time that I have to repeat, and so it's not, I didn't have as much free reign to screw around as I did with Borderlands 2, the sequel and all that DLC shit. But yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey guys, I want to get real for a second. Let's talk about drugs. Who's got any? That's the kind of high school I went to. This is always like, just trying way too hard, counselor guy. Hey guys, it's rap. It's rap, let's get real. So who else has got a question? That's a great question! Oh, I did this, speaking of which, I said, does anybody have any impressions or something, and we're gonna do that a little bit later, but oh God, where was I? In Florida. And it was such a bad idea because I got this guy on stage and I couldn't get him off stage. And all he kept doing was Shia LaBeouf. And it wasn't a fucking good Shia LaBeouf. He was just nuts, and this kid was just screaming and doing this. And I couldn't get him off the stage. And I'm like, what do? Do I punch him? Do I knock him out? Just like literally trying to think of what I was gonna do here. Anyway, he eventually, I think he just passed out. Oh God, why are you guys sitting over there? Come on, bring it in. You guys are back there. You think, come on up. That's what I'm talking about. Choke it up. Choke it up. Oh, move forward.
Were the police there?
Why is it steampunk? Well, you always have to have the goggles.
Yes, flat.
I get it's an aesthetic purpose, but who thought fucking goggles? We gotta have, and that's gonna be the one thing that's goes in. Oh, steampunk goggles, right? They look badass. Okay. didn't look dusty to me. It was like underwater. Oh, riveting. Give me something. Give me a question. Give me a question. Not you. No.
Alright, I've heard a lot of rumors that, like, in particular, like Dragon Ball voice cast, they did a lot of improv that's so out there that they just.
In Dragon Ball?
Like when they were doing the voice recording.
Not a lot of improv, unfortunately, and not because there's flaps.
No, I mean, like, they showed up on there, like, shenanigans that went out before the.
Oh, outtakes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I can tell you any of them. Okay. Okay. Eric had one. I think he played a squirrel. As you do in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, all kinds of weird shit happens in that show. But he was a squirrel, and I was talking to another squirrel, and he mentioned somebody's name, and he said, "Here, put these nuts in your mouth, Bob." I'm saying Bob, but that's not the name. And we should, at the end of the year, we'd have a party, and we'd show all the outtakes and stuff. And we all thought that was funny as hell. But Bob failed to see the humor in it. Yeah, and there's other stuff too, man. I did this is fun. I did a character called Killa. Does anybody remember? Really? Okay, awesome. Okay, Killa, if you don't know what Killa is in Dragon Ball Z, he's a fighter. He's a fighter, and he's stupid. And so I basically had this idea just to dedicate it to him 17. Can't understand it because he's dumb and he's been hit in the head too many times. And he's also African American. So I'm in, and that comes in a little bit later in the story. So I'm in a bar in Texas, and this guy's like fucking huge dude. Eh? He's like big, muscly, intense. Probably did some time. And he's like, "Hey man, you the motherfucker from Dragon Ball Z?" I'm like, "Yep." "Well, what fucking character you do, man?" I'm like, Cell and some other things. "Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I love that fucking show, man. That show is like that fighting shit. Cause I'm into fighting, you know what I mean? Like I like to fight, and I'm like fucking, I'll knock a motherfucker out, you know what I mean? And I'm like, fucking power. I like to hit shit. Hey, who's the motherfucker that does the voice of Killer?" Eric's there, he goes, "Dameon does that voice." "Yeah, so why is he so fucking stupid? Because he's black?" I'm like, "No, because he's a fucking fighter. He's just been hit in the head a bunch of times." He goes, okay, because I thought that was some racist shit. And I'm like, "No," and he goes, "And you're white." And I'm like, "Yup." I thought I was going to get murdered, horribly murdered. And we had some drinks and everything was yes, it was not racially motivated. It was just a stupid guy. So go back and watch it, and you'll... Yes, mask. You're gonna have to speak up. I'm old. Pickle. What about Piccolo? Yes, and the thing with aliens and being called Piccolo and Vegeta, they're named after like fruits and vegetables. In case you didn't know, now you do. Yeah, I don't know. What's another vegetable name? Now back to from the show. Piccolo what? Huh? Napa. Okay. Kakarot? Is Kakarot? Go, what, carrot? That's Kakarot? What are you shaking your head? You're just like, this guy should know what this shit. He's just so disappointed. This is not what I expected. I expected him to know all the vegetables. Vegeta, I said that one. Hummus. What kind of acid do you have to take? How much acid do you have to take to come up with Dragon Ball Z?
All of it!
All of the acid in the world is the answer to that. We need names for these guys. Pumpkin, some trunks. Sure, that works. Cell makes sense to me. That's the only one that makes sense to me. All right, give me another question. And make it good. It can't be about anime and it can't be about Borderlands. Go. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. What? Where do babies come from? Netflix and chill. You. Speak, use your words. What? Dude, louder.
He said after Borderlands,
after Tales from the Borderlands, you had more buzz after you
Have I done anything after Tales from Borderlands? Got enough Handsome Jack for you? He was dead. So we did that. So yeah, I can't really say for sure. But man, I did not expect that to happen at all. So we do Borderlands 2, and spoiler alert, he dies, or you kill him. Yeah, sorry, I can't play the game. I'm not rooting too much because there is the pre-sequel, and then they're like, oh great, well so Handsome Jack kind of caught on in a way that we didn't think he would. So we're gonna make another video game and explain the backstory and blah blah blah. And then of course there's the DLC stuff, and then Tales from the Borderlands. So that's just the gift that keeps on giving. I love giving my characters. Hopefully I'll be 99 and just probably not. But I love doing that character. It's so much bloody fun, and they just let me do whatever the hell I want to do with it usually. So to answer your question, I don't know. Borderlands 3, right? That's what I want to know. What's going to happen with that? Are they using the same engine? Different engine? Gotta be using a different engine, right? Is it going to be the Unreal Engine? Am I talking Martian right now? I am. I'm talking Martian. I impressed you though, didn't I? He's like, this guy knows what an engine is. He doesn't know about the vegetables. He knows about the engine. You guys like Neil Diamond? Yes. Me too. I'm not going to sing it. They're coming to America. They're coming to Realms Con. See what I did there? James, America, Realms Con. Go ahead.
When you record, do you use reference lines, or do you have like a stick on the like a lot
To get into character?
Yeah.
Nah. Next question. That's a good question. Yes, and I can't remember what it was for cell. It was like three cells. But for the last one was kneel before it's on. And you think I'm joking, but I totally ripped off Terrence Stamp. I was watching. When I auditioned for Cell, it was the first version, and he was all sneaky and whatnot, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And then they're like, there's 2 more of him, by the way. And what are you talking about? He changes. Oh, does he? Yeah. How does he change? Well, it's interesting. He has this tail, and it's really disgusting. He sticks it in people and sucks them dry. Really? Yeah. But then there's androids running around. Really? Yeah. And then he sucks them up. And he eats them, kind of, but like through his tail, which looks like a giant. And I'm like, can you draw this out for me? Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? And then he becomes his second version. Oh, okay, what does he look like? Well, he looks like this big, stupid dude. Okay. And then there's the third version. The third version is the one you gotta worry about because he's like 100 episodes or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. What the fuck am I gonna do for the third one? And I'm watching Superman, what was it, 3 or 4? 2? Superman 2? 2. Yes, it was 2. And man, Terrence Stamp shows up. I'm getting that right? Huh? Yeah. It's been a while. And he's got the slick back hair and he's like, just, what's up? Son of Jarrell? And I'm like, that's Cell.
I'm going to kick your ass, son of Jarrell.
So thank you, Terrence Stamp. You know, I just messed around with it a little bit, for the most part, no.
Kamehameha.
So I was doing Cell yesterday, and I kind of realized that Cell sounds a bit like Ron Burgundy. That's what I did. I was like,
Well, men are smarter than women. It's science. Look it up. Good morning, San Diego. The whale's vagina.
it's weird. I never put it together before, but yeah. He's a misogynist. I'm not. Give me another question. Yes. You, darling.
If you were offered the role of Handsome Jack in the Borderlands movie, would you take?
It's ridiculous. First of all, if they don't hire me for that, I'm gonna light a match and burn that motherfucker to the ground. No. They have to hire me if they got a Handsome Jack, because then they're just gonna have somebody doing an impression of me, which is stupid, because I'm an actor. And I know that everyone's a starfucker and they're gonna want to put like Jake Gyllenhaal, right? Jake Gyllenhaal and his Handsome Jack, and I'm probably not far off. Who else would be an idea for a Handsome Jack? There's a guy from American Beauty that's doing like a car commercial right now, where he walks in and he's like, "Get your car and drive it." You guys know what I'm talking about? He's the guy. What? Is that his name? Wes Bentley from American Beauty with the bag, and it's so fucking beautiful. The bag's coming around. He looks like Handsome Jack. Do you guys know what we're talking about? If you don't Google him or something, he looks actually like Handsome Jack. So I gotta kill him apparently, so he doesn't. Oh God, I hope he doesn't die because somebody's filming this right now, and then I gotta have an alibi. Fuck, that was stupid. But I gotta play the dude, otherwise they're just gonna hire somebody to play me, and that's absolutely stupid. Excuse me while I turn my phone off. Crazy ex-girlfriend. I'm kidding. Give me another question. Go ahead in the back. People have a question.
The smell of the color 9.
What do I think of the smell of the color 9?
Exactly.
You have been taking all the acid that we were talking about before.
Isn't that obvious?
Yes, it is.
Damn it!
Very interesting question. Just get you out of here. Party! All right, you man. You're next. Yes. No. You keep going, and then she's gonna go. Did the story seem to make more sense? It's never made sense. No, I mean, it's always made sense. It's just so creative and out there and weird and different. Like, I don't know, like how you sit down and pen that out. Like, Kira Toriyama is just bowls of acid. I can't think of shit like that. They're gonna fight for 6 episodes and then they hit the ground and nobody dies. Once the dust settles, no one's dead. But no, revisiting Kai was cool because I could tweak Cell a little bit. Before Cell was like, I'm a bit of a jokester. I thought anyway. And then Kai, what I try to do is just make him a bit more intimidating and a bit more mean and try to freak the kids out a little more. And I have had people come up to me and go, I think it was you. You scared me when I was a kid. I'm like, awesome. Because I would just stand outside people's windows. This is what you look like when you like somebody's Instagram picture from like 2 years ago. That's my stalker impression. Oh yes, no, you. Talk to me. Bianquita. Bianca. Louder. Wider. Hard. What?
You said you had a lot of opportunities to improv for Borderlands 2. Handsome Jack,
Blood Stallion. Blood Stallion. Hey girl. was gonna name it Pittsburgh Brains in honor of you, but the pretzel thing, I was just eating in the fucking booth and just fucking around. And they're like, oh, we'll keep that in. Why wouldn't you? But it's that kind of cool, forward, casual, laid-back thinking that Anthony Gearbox that made that game cool, because a lot of people would never allow that to happen. Because people are uptight. But yeah, that's what makes that game fun and cool and interesting. All the characters, I mean, they're ridiculous because we just have fun with them and try to bring our personalities to it. And not that I'm a mass murdering psychopath, but yeah, all the characters. That's what makes them awesome. Who hasn't had a question yet? Sure. You. Strawberry Boy. Are you from like Super Mario Brothers? Yeah? You got a sword. I'm so confused. You have a sword and a fucking strawberry on your head. Talk to me. What's going on? Bianca, do you know this one? It's got a strawberry in its head and he's got a sword. Stand up, kid. Stand up. Come here. Bring the sword. I love my job. Anyone?
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. I love that. Anyone else? This is being called being part of it. It's called being part of it. You're being brought into it now, and it's hell. Anyone else? That's what I thought. Huh? Piranha Plant. Getting warmer. Piranha Plant. Sword. Super Mario.
Sword looks like it's from SAO.
The answer is not in an outfit. You're welcome. I like it. Come up with something now, man.
Morty, Rick and Morty.
Okay. Let's come up with a lie as to what this. So when somebody else asks you,
It's a plant slayer.
Plant Slayer. Little Shop of Horrors. Something from Little Shop of Horrors, maybe? Yeah. All right. I think we've done that. You're a good sport. Thank you. I'm gonna think about this. Text me. I'll get your number and then we'll. That dude. Just take it. It's yours. It's yours now. Oh, what was your question? Oh, I'm so good at this. What's your question, brother? How did I feel about doing the death scene in Borderlands 2? I liked it because it was the only time that Handsome Jack wasn't going, I'm fucking with you, so when the angel thing happened and he died, spoiler alert, then that was kind of, it was like the first time Handsome Jack was like, it felt like he was an actual person with feelings and emotions. Getting really mad and frustrated and sad and angry. So, as an actor, I dig that shit. Did it crack a lot? No. I sound like hammered shit right now because I've been screaming at y'all all day yesterday. It's such a hard job. Yo, Boston.
You said angry because you're acting, or you said angry because you lost your job?
What was the second one? What was the second one? I didn't know they were going to do a pre-sequel. You can't kill me. I wish I could talk about Tales from the Borderlands, but I can't. Suckers. So much cool shit's going to be happening in the last episode. You're going to have to play it. Yeah.
Stories from filming How to Be a Serial Killer.
Did anyone see that movie I was in called How to Be a Serial Killer? Woo, you're the person. That's all. This is funny as hell. Bianca and I were driving in today, and there's a traffic guy out front, and he was kind of rude. And when I say kind of rude, he's a dick. And he's like, and he did look like Beavis. He did. And he walks up to the car, he's like, who are you? And we're all like, oh, I'm an actor, and handler, she works here. She's like, yeah, I work here. He goes, okay. What's your name? I go, Dameon Clarke. He goes, never heard of you. I thought that was awesome. He was like, that's gonna keep him going all day. He's like, I just burned the shit out of that guy. What does he think he is? Driving in a car. Oh shit, did I have the question? Was there a question? Did I answer it? Serial killer. Okay, so I did this movie called How to Be a Serial Killer, and with Matthew Gray-Gubler from Criminal Minds. And I worked on Criminal Minds with him too. It's such a small world. And it's a fun little movie, I gotta tell you. Lots of killing. And it's kind of like a Handsome Jack kind of feel to it. And what was the favorite moment in that? Was that the question? Any fun stories? Yeah, well, one of the funnest stories is Matthew Gray-Gubler has a huge fan of women that are like 85 to 90 years old. They love that show. So they come up to him and they're just like super fangirling. And he's like, yeah, why couldn't you be 25? But it's awesome because he's like being chased by all these women that are quite a bit older, and it's like he's got like the secret of youth with him or something, and he's just running away. That's fucked up. But that was a lot of fun doing that movie. I had a blast. That's where I learned how to shoot guns, man. I had to go to like training camp to like shoot fucking semi-automatic weapons and stuff. Check it out, Netflix and chill. What? Yes. Speak. Yes.
What is the most embarrassing or funny story you can tell us about recording?
Embarrassing/funny story about recording in a booth. Chris Sabat installed a fart machine once. And because that's how highbrow our level of humor is. And I just couldn't for the life of me figure out what was happening. And it was remote control. Kind of stupid. I thought I was losing my mind. Sean Schimmel passing out, Eric passing out, which is great because it's the only time Eric ever shuts up when he passes out. Same with Sean for that matter. I'm just kidding. They're both awesome. I fucking hate Eric. I'm gonna start a feud with Eric. Yeah. He doesn't know it yet. I'm gonna fight him. Punch him right in the throat. So, yeah, you pass out. Here's the thing. How much funny, amazing, hilarious stories can there be when you're standing in a booth? Right? How many, unless you're drunk. And they don't allow us to drink and do those things. Yeah, the funny thing that happens, comes is just like the improv shit and the outtakes, which, I mean, I can't remember, the nuts in the mouth thing, but yeah. But shitty answer to that question. I'm gonna get to you in a second, but you've been talking the whole time. Go ahead.
I was wondering if you had two favorite of the live action roles that you've done in the past.
If what?
You had like two favorite of the live action roles that you've done, like
Yeah. One of my favorites was Supernatural. Do you guys watch that show? Yeah. Anybody remember that Rougarou episode where I ate a bunch of people?
Yeah.
Well, not a bunch of people. I just ate one dude. Yeah. And he was delicious. I was really scared to do Supernatural though, because I know what you guys are like fan-wise. I'm a fan of the show too, but if you've ever like been on the internet and read some of the Supernatural fan comments, they're fucking mean. That person should die for doing that role that way or whatever. So I was really scared for doing it, but it went amazing because I was incredible. No, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and the guys that working with them was a dream, and it was just a blast playing a monster day working with those dudes. They were constantly giving me a hard time because they'd be like trying to get into character, just give me a second, and one of them goes, "Hey, fucking Pacino, let's wrap it up." And I'm like, all right. Let's do this. Oh. What was that for Al Pacino? Is it okay? Have you seen Bill Hader do Al Pacino? It's spot on, isn't it? It's so good. I love that dude, he's hilarious. Who hasn't had a question fulfilled? Shoot. Echo. Go ahead. I hate you. He's losing his voice. Let's ask him to do a Kamehameha. My favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, I've got to say, is Vegeta.
Yeah.
And he would go Kamehameha. Do you know what I mean? Like, see? He for doing it. I remember, I don't know what episode, how many times I had to say Kamehameha. It was like an episode where I think it was just one episode of just Kamehameha. It was like, and it just goes on for like 15 minutes. Next time, yeah, it's me. Coming up next, on Dragon Ball Z. It's not far off. This is a long fight. Somebody had the idea of Dragon Ball Z. God, he's like, why don't we just take like fucking 3/4 of it out and re-release it? Done. Call the actors, bring them in. Give me another question. Damn it. You I haven't spoken with yet, and I'm looking forward to this. Make it good.
Do you ever mess around with voices at the drive-thru?
Yeah! Do I ever mess around with voices in the drive-thru? Here's a fun one. When you go through a drive-thru, and you go, yeah, you need to suck it? And inevitably they'll say, what? And you say, yeah, I just need to suck it? Get it? Hours of fun. Did everybody understand what I just did there? I was expecting a bigger response from that because I think it's hilarious. When I did that once, I've only actually done that twice in my earlier years because it's juvenile. But I did that, and the guy was just like, okay, I know what you did. You're not fooling me. But I don't do voices at drive-thrus because I don't really go to drive-thrus anymore because I don't want cancer. But I was pulled over by a cop and he recognized me by the voice first. Big Borderlands fan. And then the name. I guess he looked me up on his cop computer too, right? They got those cop computers, they got that information in there. And he's like, yeah, I know who you are. I'm like, oh, did I sleep with your wife or something? What? Fuck. Anyway, oh, I'm a big fan. He was like really crazy into it and he let me go. So I was like, all right, handsome Jack. Gift that keeps on giving. Saving me money. I'm saving my money on my car insurance with that maybe. What do you think? Call it Geico? Yeah? See how much free shit I could get. I tried to get there's a place that sells like jewelry and stuff. Have you seen that place yet? That has like cuffs and whatever, it's like at the entrance, whatever. They have like Borderlands stuff. And I was like, can I have that? Just like give it to me? He's like, why would I do that? He goes, because I'm handsome Jack. He goes, fuck off, man, I don't know who you are. Just trying to get free shit. I'm kidding, I paid him for it. Give me another question. Yes.
What was it like voicing Tagoro?
What was it like voicing Tagoro? No, it was awesome. Yeah, Tagoro, this is Tagoro. I'm at 20% right now. Give me a minute. 30%. Just for the record, I could kick your ass at 5%. You should see 100%. It's something else. Has everyone seen, not everyone obviously, but has most people seen Yu Yu Hakusho? Yeah, percentages, all about percentages with the girl. It's like, oh, I can't wait to see 100. He's gonna be really big, and he was. Couldn't even move. And I think the moral of that story was, sometimes it's not good to give 100%. Because he's like,
I can't hit you. Too many muscles.
crazy, I'm fucking nuts. It's awesome. What, give me another question. Who hasn't spoken? All right, horns. Do I want a Pop-Tart? I love you, you're awesome. No, but thank you. That is really sweet of you, thank you very much. No one offers you stuff at these things, that's really cool. Go ahead. I played a pilot. Yeah, that was the first thing. What did I play in Walker, Texas Ranger? If you live in Texas and you're an actor, you fucking work on that show, period, that's just it. As soon as you get off the plane, they're like, you're coming with me! Chuck's gonna kick you in the balls. Kick you in the balls, Chuck. I played a pilot. It was the first thing I did in Texas, and I'm like, just trying to play it. Just it was a real plane, but I don't like whoever had to get into that plane after I was in it. They're probably dead. What the fucking shit happened to the? Who did this? It says don't touch this button. So yeah, that was fun. Give me the question. Yes. You, yeah, oh yeah. No, yeah. I'm at 30% right now. Go ahead.
Versus a voice acting gig versus a screen acting gig, do you approach the characters differently, or is it similar enough that you feel like it's kind of
Okay, so similarities between voice acting and things that happen on camera. Yeah, pretty darn different. Obviously, you get into a character, you get the script before, which is always nice. You memorize that script. You ever watch Extras?
Yeah.
Remember Ian and Tom? You'll memorize this. There'll be no scripts on the day. Do you remember that? You look at him, if you've seen the show and you've seen Ian McClellan, you know what I'm talking about. Don't lie to me. I will not be lied to. So you have to learn shit, you can memorize shit, obviously, and then you gotta become that character, and you gotta envelop that in whatever your process is to do that. Voice-wise, you show up, you don't have a script, it's given to you, right there on the spot, which makes it tricky because you have to know what's going on in the scene. Like with Telltale, I was always asking questions like, what's happening here? Like what, you try to picture, when I see it in the game, versus what I'm picturing in my head, sometimes it's profoundly different, which is kind of sucks because you don't know what it's going to look like. When I'm doing like the Reese thing, I kind of knew what that was going to look like, but you know, like when there's all these flying robots and shit, and you're in this mayhem situation, you gotta like act like you're in that situation, but you don't know what that situation is going to look like yet. So that's tricky. That's a tricky part of voice acting, and be believable in a world that you don't even know what it looks like or what really is happening. The writer can describe it for you the best he can, but it hasn't been fucking drawn yet. So.
To clarify, are you matching flaps when you're doing video games?
No. You said yes. Like you know what the hell you're talking about. Yep. I mean, nope. So flaps, for those of you who don't know on this, is when a show comes over from Japan or wherever, it's already been done, obviously, right?
But the voices are very different. Who do this here?
And then we have to change into English, and the mouth is doing this. So we're like, oh my God, let's get out of here. That's a flap. What we call flaps. But the most awesome thing is not having to do that. Because you want to you can just, but for again, Handsome Jack, for example, I can just, the pacing, I can choose the pacing and the inflection and do whatever that gosh darn heck I feel like. But yeah, flaps are very limiting and it's very frustrating sometimes. When you've got like a paragraph of dialogue, and you gotta match it to, you can be doing that for like a month, just trying to get it right. And the writers have an interesting job for anime and doing flap stuff too, because they have to sit there and watch it and go, okay, and the word and fits in that flap, and then they gotta figure out like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious fits in that flap. Informative, huh? You didn't expect this to be informative today, but it is. You're learning stuff. You're gonna walk out of here smarter. Yeah, you're welcome. Who has another question? I've already heard from you, but I like your enthusiasm. Who hasn't talked yet? Yes, sir.
Favorite meal?
Favorite meal? Good. We're getting creative. I like it. Bacon. Yeah, I love bacon, but I also like pigs, so it's such a conflict. I do. I really like pigs and goats. I love goats. Goats are awesome. A, they scream like people, and if you scare them, they faint. Yeah. And they fucking eat anything. 15 minutes? This is how awesome you guys. This flew. Goats. Yeah. Wow. How did I get onto goats? Favorite meal? Bacon. No. Because I really like pigs. Fuck. Bourbon. Next question. No, she's just scratching. You have a question? Nope, don't care. Just right there. Go.
What would you do
Sir.
for a Klondike bar?
What would I do for a Klondike bar? Your mom. Next question. You can come visit me later and burn me. Come find me at my table. I'll be waiting for you. It's like an old Western movie where he kills the dad and he looks at the son and goes, "You look me up when you're ready." I'll be waiting. I would just shoot the kid. Fuck that. That's just a headache. That's a headache I don't need later. Why would I do that? Don't look me up when you're ready. Weird. Go in the back.
Have you ever thought about asking Gearbox for an actual butt stallion?
Have I ever thought about asking Gearbox for an actual butt stallion? I don't know how they would interpret that though. And they might send like a male exotic dancer to my house, so no, just all oiled up and stuff. You ordered a butt stallion? You got one. You're not what I imagined at all. Yes, sir. Oh, for God's sake, spit it out.
How much of the character was actually written by Gearbox, and how much was used for getting into character?
How much of Handsome Jack was written versus how much is me? I don't know, because it was so much words were said. And what would end up happening is, I mean, I would always do it the way Anthony Birch wrote it. And then if there was something that just popped into my stupid head that I thought was funny or funnier or whatever, and he did, and we worked, I said it, and it was funny, it would stay. And what ended up staying, I couldn't tell you, man. It was just a million things. But yeah, I mean, I'd say probably, it was just a collaborative effort. A lot of working together on that. And I think that was kind of the case with a lot of characters too. I mean, if you had an idea and you made it better and funnier, then we would just go with that. A lot of writers aren't like that though. They're like, no, stay with my words. I'm a writer. Excellent question. Marty. Boxes are briefs. Were you at the thing last night? What was Josh? Such a weird question. Yeah, you're just patting your head. Yeah. There's a lot of people just doing this, messing with me. What's the question? And yeah, that's the question now. Screw you. What's your? Yeah, pick the one. I don't care. Come on. Favorite episode of Dragon Ball Z. The one where I'm in a second form screaming at the islands for fucking 5 episodes going, Android,
16, I know you down there.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
His mouth was like this big.
Screaming, and I'm like, look, if you know they're down there, just go get them. 5 episodes of that. I come in, I'm reading, I'm like, not again. It's a weird show. Again, acid. Just... Go ahead, sir.
If you could breed 2 animals together, what would
Well, they've already done a liger, so can't do that. If I could breed 2 animals together, what would I do? You know what I saw at a dog park? I'm not even making this up. I would probably do this again. I don't even know how it fucking happened, but it was a Rottweiler Basset Hound mix. And if you haven't seen a Rottweiler Basset Hound mix, you haven't lived. First of all, it was that big. It looked like a 3-year-old drew. You said to a 3-year-old, draw a dog. It's a fucking dog. It was the body of the Basset Hound, the little fat legs and the paws. And they cut the tail. So, and it had the markings of the Rottweiler, ears of a Basset Hound, and the fucking head of a Rottweiler. It was just the most, it looks like a committee of idiots built this dog. And I was crying laughing at this guy's dog. Stop. Look at the fucking thing. Oh my God. That's my dog. No, he was really cool about it. He knew he had a ridiculous looking dog. So I would have to go with the Rottweiler Basset Hound mix. Or a unicorn and a manatee. How interesting would that be? You know what there is? That's a fucking narwhal. I'm a genius. It's a narwhal. You like the B-52s? There goes a narwhal. If you see a painted sign at the side of the road that says Love Shack! Didn't expect that to happen today, did you? I got 5 minutes. Let's fucking make this happen. We're going off the script, guys. No more anime shit. Talk to me about boxers or briefs, something like that. Go. What?
your voice actor counterparts from overseas?
Okay, this is gonna be called the speed round. We're gonna do 5 speedy questions. Have I met my counterparts from overseas? Negative. I would love to, though, and not understand a fucking thing they're saying. Nice to meet you too, I guess. I'm assuming that's what you just said. Quickly. Go. Yeah, you, man. Tomatoes, fruits, or vegetables? It's a fruit, right? It's a fruit. Am I right? It's a fruit, right? Which is fucking weird. Go.
What's your favorite meme?
Meme? Nick Cage, hands down. Go.
Can you insult me as Handsome Jack?
Is it Nick Cage? It's fucking so crazy, that guy. Can I insult you as Handsome Jack? Yes, I can. Next question. Go fuck yourself, cupcake.
Do you hate claptraps as much as Handsome Jack?
Do I hate Claptrap as much as Handsome Jack? I hate David Eddings as much as Handsome Jack hates Claptrap. That's not true. I love David Eddings. I do. Go ahead. Fast, quick.
If you had all 7 Dragon Balls, what would you wish for?
Also, Dragon Balls, what would I wish for? Peace in the Middle East.
Liar!
Yeah, I'm a liar. I wish that had that fucking Basset Hound Rottweiler. I would take it everywhere. Go!
Do you like Robin?
Do I like Robin?
Robin. Ramen noodle.
Ramen? Ah, my cholesterol, can't do it. It's just fat. Have you eaten ramen like in a restaurant? Who fucking thought of this? I'm like, this isn't even soup, it's just lard. No, I don't actually like ramen at all. Not a vegetarian. Did try to go vegan for 6 months. A lot of work, didn't like it. Yeah, I'm pasty enough as it is. Next question. Yes? Favorite actor? Me! Emma Thompson. Wasn't expecting that, were you? Go.
What would you say would be your biggest
Biggest inspiration? Nicolas Cage. Go. 12. Next question. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What? The answer is no. Great question, though. Go ahead. Favorite superhero?
Terrence Stamp in Superman 2.
You might not think he's a superhero, but I do. Go. Least favorite color? My least favorite is when people say black's not a color. It's a fucking color. Yeah, because you put all the colors together in the world and it becomes black, so fuck you, it's a color. Least favorite color? Moist. Go. Shittiest thing I've ever worked on. Dragon Ball Z, no, I'm kidding. I love Dragon Ball Z. Just crushed you with that one, didn't I? Shittiest thing I ever worked on? That's a good question. Your mom. Next question. You go.
If a dog is under 10 pounds, is still considered a dog or is it a cat?
Cat. I do like Shih Tzus though. I do like Shih Tzus. They're so damn cute.
I've heard mom breeds them.
Really? Yeah, you got a card? Seriously, we'll talk there. Go. Favorite movie? Star Wars.
Yeah.
Will you answer our question?
Will I answer your question? Yes. Go.
The animated favorite TV show, who do you voice?
What?
Your favorite TV show, the animated, who would you voice?
Archer. Lana! You're in the danger zone, Lana. Give me another one.
What's it like coming to these?
What's it like coming to these?
Sucks.
Next question. I love these things, but boy, man, you at the end of the day, you're fucking tired, man. You're talking to people like, and I'm actually, we're a people person and a team player. But I love talking to people, and I love, and this is gonna be my last question because I gotta get the fuck out of here. But I do love coming to these things and talking to people and meeting people and seeing how much work y'all put into the. Did you not hear the part where I said it's the last question, dickface? I wouldn't call you dickface unless you had a face shaped like a dick. It's not my fucking fault. See what I mean? I love these things. I love coming to these things. You can't, this kind of magic, can't buy that. But yeah, it's amazing. I love it, and I hope I get to do it for the rest of my life. And but boy, am I tired at the end of the day. It's like, oof. All right, one more fucking go. You fixed the microphone. I love you for that. And your last question. My dream role. Okay, well, you know what? And this wraps it up so nicely. It's gotta. I mean, how is it gonna be better than playing Handsome Jack in a Lionsgate fucking Borderlands movie? I'd have to say, yeah. Because I know it'd be so good. Twitter that shit, guys. Hashtag that. Oh man, thanks for coming, man. Seriously, so much. I am humbled and honored. I really am. Thank you for being so sweet and awesome and kind. And your questions were fucking amazing. And please come see me at my table. And try not to throw anything at me, I guess. And what? What? I'm gonna kick the shit out of Eric. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.